What's up, y'all? This is In the Deep with Nay, and today I'm coming at you with Anchor Yourself with God. Sometimes challenges come up in our lives that alter our belief into not seeing and not experiencing all that God has for us for real. And that makes it difficult for God to be God. It's really amazes me how not much research hasn't been done on who we call our God and who we say our God is, and y'all are not really experiencing him at his full max, at his power. You would be out here spreading who you are. You will be giving value to the world. You will be making the world a colorful place. You really make the world its colors, because your creativity that lives inside you actually is important. It's a key to success for you. Your key to your success is your creativity. But it's important that you start to look at that as important. You start to look at you as important. So we're going to go in a little bit on today on what I got for you. Sometimes you're going to see me read from my notes because I write down so much knowledge sometimes, but totally off the dome, so don't get it twisted. So yeah. It's important for you to research all that God is, because when you start to realize all that God is, you just stop throwing him the responsibility to continue to save you out of your cycles of lack. You understand what I'm saying? When you start to realize and start to want to not be poor no more, you really start, I believe you want to start to build an intimate relationship with God. This world that we live in wasn't systemized for winners, wasn't systemized for achievers, wasn't systemized for goal-oriented people. As a matter of fact, if it was, we would find ourselves so much further in life. But in fact, we have stuck points. Sometimes we can get all the way to the top and then boom, we knock right back down. You know why? Because we're not operating in our creativity that God has set for us. Before we were even born, God had already anointed our mother's womb. Y'all, you're going to look at this video as, what is she talking about? Look at history, you guys. You have to start plugging in history in order to understand all that God is. When you plug in history, you can better read the Bible. When you stop allowing teachers to just teach you, when you stop allowing the world to just give you what it gives you, and you start to want to create your own world and dig deeper, maybe you can understand this content that I post. You understand? But I'm like, come on now. It's in your face. It's in your face. A lot of y'all are broken. Y'all don't even want to admit it. But I'm going to tell you like this. Being poor hurts. That's the worst thing ever, especially when you're a person that's heart is full of everything. I'm the first to give off rip. Anybody that loves me and that's family in my life, you're going to be blessed. That's just how I am. Like, I'm a person that likes everybody to win. You know, I want everybody to win. I want everybody to be rich. I want everybody to have the same opportunity to live a full life. It makes no sense how we don't have the freedom that was already, has been paid for us numerous of times with a lot of lives. A lot of lives have already been laid down so that we can have the freedom. As a matter of fact, they're really showing y'all how free life is on social media, but y'all are not paying attention to it at all. It's all in what you do with it, though. The participation that you give in life gets back to you. That's why a lot of y'all that believe in karma and stuff, karma is real, because y'all are really out here wilding. So of course, only bad things are coming back to you, but that's not the whole principle. That's not the whole ordeal. But the work that you're needing to do and not willing to do will always cause an opposing effect. Either way it goes, you need to figure out how you're going to make it, how you're going to be successful. You cannot be successful by depending on what's only being given to you. So to even have a firm foundation into believing that you are entitled to what you're chasing after, you must start reading the Word of God. You must start seeking God, because then you'll start to see, whoa, if I start bearing the right fruits, or if I start planting the right seeds, my harvest will produce to more and greater, and I'll be able to live a full life. You have to envision, you have to, like, a lot of people around us are not making the same decisions as us. Like, literally, they're not. I see so many people that are okay on the same cycles that they've always been in. Like, they do the same thing for 40 years. They do the same thing for 60 years. They just do the same thing. And it's just like, y'all, ain't nothing more. Like, me personally, I'm a person of, like, I want to experience it all. But at one point in my life, my mindset wasn't like, hey, I didn't, like, at one point I didn't believe those things could even be granted to me. I was always stuck in a negative cycle. Like, I was just, and I couldn't get out of it. When I wasn't producing the negative situations, but my actions and my behaviors when negative situations will arise would cause them to affect me. My behavior stood in the way, but my behavior only stood in the way because I was just so hurt at what has already been done. Like, I was living in the past, carrying the hurt in the present, and then operating in that same past hurt with events, and then I would set the course for the future. So I had to, that didn't work out for me. It wasn't working for me. And I wanted more in life. I want a family. I want love. I want it so much. And God was like, and it's yours. And I'm like, and then I started to ask myself, who is God? Like, I'm praying to someone that I don't see, I don't know. I started to ask all those questions. And then I got God, little behold, God was there with me the whole time. But it takes fostering better relationships, not just with all, because God works through people. God is people. God is not a magician. He's not going to appear out of the sky and say, here goes a new life, congratulations. No, he works through people. So you need to build better social skills with yourself. You need to build better behavioral skills. And it's a lot of things our parents just did not teach us because they did not do the deep work necessary to even achieve their desired reality. A lot of I'm seeing grandparents and parents now wanting to live a life of that their kids are now living, like that people are my age are living. I'm like, y'all ain't been wanting to travel, like, especially, like, and most importantly, this is my message, you don't have to take my advice. Please stop having kids that you really cannot afford to take care of. I feel like in this last generation, not in the current one really necessarily, but in the last one, a lot of our parents had kids that they could not afford, and then they were so stuck in a systemized cycle of how to raise a family, and they let the world tell us how to be and who to be and what to say and what to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that they, okay, like, are y'all picking up what I'm saying? So God set it up just like that, so that when he blessed us to be the chosen, and when he blessed us to really start to unveil his power, then what they gonna have to say? They gonna have to, and we still have to extend grace and forgiveness and love, because that's the same thing God had to do for us. None of us are perfect. Everybody be faking y'all flaw. None of us is perfect. We all have our ugly days. We all have our bad days. We all have days where it's just like, look, get out my face, okay? I don't want to do this. Like, and that's the thing. We are people. And when you're in alignment for and when you're in alignment for greater and for more, and you want to experience a more successful life, because a life of abundance is not really wanted by everybody. So thank you for watching this video. But yeah, it takes deep work, especially when you have to put your 2 feet on the ground each and every morning, get out of the bed to make that happen. So yeah, that was just a little in the deep. Y'all gonna see a lot of plug talks. This is Plug Talk with Nay. This is gonna be like another genre I'm gonna have on my YouTube where I just come and let y'all know what it is and what it ain't. But y'all, let's have a great, full life. We only live once, you guys. We only live once. So let's turn up for real. In the Deep with Nay. Okay, y'all, this is In the Deep with Nay, and this is
Jesse.
Jesse, what's up, Jesse? Thank you for coming onto the channel. So, Jesse, on this channel, I only ask 3 questions. My first question is, do you know God is real?
Yes.
Okay, how do you know God is real?
Because he died and rose 3 days later.
Why do you believe that he died, though?
Because it's written. You know, it's like, it's in a book type shit. Yeah.
Okay, have you ever felt God, like, work through your life for you to really, like... And I appreciate you saying, like, yeah, you know off rip just because, you know, just by the book and how it's just so populated and it's around us. So, yeah. Okay. But have you seen him ever work in your life ever? Like, where you like, dang, I didn't see myself out this situation if God did not play a part in this?
Yeah, it wasn't me, though, at first. It was my mom.
That's
my
good.
mom was on drugs, and my dad was going, like, in and out of prison and shit. So, that was my little boy, though. And then he got me because... I started running away and shit. Started running away and running around people and shit like that. And then started like selling drugs, doing bad things, started fucking around people and shit like that. And then I got shot. And then a nigga that I barely knew picked me up. Like, I met him that same day. And he was my partner's, you know? I never knew the nigga, but he told me, he was like, you fuck with them, I fuck with you, but okay. he don't know that.
Jesse, don't really cuss.
Oh.
But yeah, so you seen him work that way. Okay. Thank you, Jesse, because it's deep and then we can get there for real, like, especially being from the, like, our hoods, our environment, San Antonio, period. This is really the trenches for real. So connecting with good people and people that can get you out of those situations quick and fast, and you safe, and you here to, like, testify to this video, God is for real, for real. What is your desired successful life?
Oh, I told you already. House, kids, and like a wife.
A wife. But how do you see yourself? Like, do you like, what's your favorite thing to do? You rap? Like,
I like to play basketball.
Basketball. So do you see yourself going to the NBA with this? And then taking care of your people? Like, how you going to take care of your people?
Shit, I wish I knew. I know I got some talents, though, but...
What's one of your talents? Tell me. One.
I'm a good listener.
Listener.
I'm a good athlete.
Athlete. And then what's another one?
I'm a good student, so I can listen.
Perfect. Jesse, tell them that you're going to see them soon on here.
Probably, yeah.